Here's another update on the Briggs. I got the all new bolts for the shroud. The starter, I don't know what you call it, starter wheel pulley for the starter generator. I got the auxiliary pulley, or just attachment pulley that came with this thing. I do got a screen that goes over this. It's right there on the wall. Got a brand new E3 spark plug in it. Got the coil on it. I just took the coil that I had and put it on my bench grinder, because this coil in this thing was at a sharp angle like this. It needed to be like about right there. Instead of right there, it'd be right there, because it was making at least a 60 thousandths gap in between the mag and the magneto, or the magneto and the flywheel, and it wouldn't allow it to spark. So I grounded it down, said, well, I ain't losing anything, I can just buy a new one from BRIGGS.com. So I grounded it down just to try it, took my feeler gauge, and then just kept doing it and doing it and doing it until it finally hit 20 thousandths. When it hit 20 thousandths, I put my drill on this one little pulley right here, took the spark plug out, put it against this bolt right here, turned it, and finally got a lot of spark out of it. And when I did that, I had a champion plug in. When I had the E3 in, had even more spark, because these are actually better spark plugs than champion. That I've noticed, because I put one in my wheel horse and in my I did have one in the Suburban 12. This is actually the spark plug out of the Suburban 12 from the Tecumseh. I'm thinking about switching this engine with the Tecumseh, because if you saw my last video and the video before that and the video before that, every time that Tecumseh was running, except for the 13-second video that I had, because it just started up that time, I never run it real long, this would be a lot better, because here's the Tecumseh I replaced, and out there is the Tecumseh that's in it. Now what I'm going to do after this video, I'm going to measure from this bracket down to the base. I'm going to go outside, I'm going to measure it, because on a Sears Suburban there is a grill support bar going across it. I'm going to see if it clears that bar. If it don't clear that bar, my hood won't line up no more, because there's not enough bracing on it. That's why they put that bar on there from the Sears. But this motor ran really good for a little bit, and it was just the carb acting up, so I'm just going to buy a new carb kit. I got to get a little tube that goes in there, some Tractor Supply, and buy some fuel on. We'll go down to Advance and get some fuel on, because Tractor Supply, you buy like 5 feet of it, and I don't need 5 feet of that. Then what I'm going to do is get the 90-degree pipe fitting and put in there. I've only got a 45, but I got the straight fitting that comes out. This is what I got with the motor. This is what it's doing when you come out. It only goes that way. I'm going to put this back in the motor. This pipe fitting, just the straight one. Unscrew this one, and then put a 90 on it, and then run it out, and then get a coupling that would make this a female end again. And then I'm probably going to run that stack, or run the muffler that's on the Tecumseh right now. I'll probably end up running the Tecumseh muffler, but I do know the first time that thing will fire up with that Tecumseh muffler on it, it will smoke. And when I fired this thing up, it didn't smoke at all. But the only reason it'll smoke with the other one, because if you saw my last video, there was oil smoke everywhere. So the oil, when I actually shut the thing down after the video, I drove it around again, shut it down, it was like it was frying something inside of it. And that was the muffler burning the oil inside of it, boiling. So what I'm probably going to do, buy the bracket that goes over here for the generator, buy the carb kit, measure this, try to slap it on the Sears. Only time will tell if it'll work. And if it does, before I buy all this stuff, I'm going to take the motor off, which would not be in the video because it's a really long, boring thing. It ain't that hard. It's just 4 bolts and generator mount. You want to take this, try to mount it on it, or not mount it, just lay it on it like a mock-up to see what's going to happen. If it works, it's going on it. My main concern is this carb and the breather. Breather like this will work. See if it will work, because the Tecumseh breather is in the middle. There's actually about ½ an inch of space sticking out more than the head. And Tecumseh is actually, you can see he's a lot smaller than this big boy. This is actually a 16 horse. The one that was on the 12 is a 12 horse, obviously. Briggs and Strat motors were a lot bigger than Tecumseh's. Tecumseh's were a lot heavier, because that little 12 weighs a lot more than this 16. It's hard to believe, but it is. Because everything on this is late 50s, early 60s, I think. If I'm not mistaken. I'm just gonna hook all the fuel lines up to it. I do like how they have this right here. It's for a choke. Use one of those. Then I'm gonna have to make something that goes up to that throttle. I don't know if you can see it. Yep, that little flap right there. If I can get something to go up in there, or somebody could help me, because I don't know what to do about that, because I'm missing my governor system, because all this right here is just junk. It's just springs and one little rod, and that rod's been clipped. So that's about it for this. But before I do put that motor on there, I mean after it, see if it fits. If it does fit, I will repaint this whole motor, and I will buy a brand new gasket kit and put into it. I did buy a gasket kit for it, but I ended up buying a Model 19. It's in there, it's right there on the floor, off eBay. There's $24 down the drain, because I don't send stuff back, because it takes $8 to ship it back. And I'm not going to send something back to get 18 bucks. Pay $8 to get $18. So I'm not going to send something back to get $10 more. So what I am going to buy, I do have $20 right now. I'm going to buy this starter generator bracket. It'll be the first thing that's going to be bought. Then when I get more money, carb kit. Then when I get more money, the 90-degree thing, 90-degree pipe. I don't know what size this is. If somebody could help me, because I've never done pipe fitting. Mess with any pipe fittings, I might end up just taking that pipe to Lowe's and try to find some. I know that's cast iron pipe or a galvanized or something like that. This coil's coming off. Put it in my shelf. I'll label it. I know it's still good. That generator's going on the shelf. As I said before, I'm gonna buy new fields for it. I did try to start it with my drill. As I said before, I made that little this is actually an old deck pulley off another Craftsman that I had. It was the spindle wore out on it, so I just took this pulley off. Welded a 5/8 bolt up to it. It worked for a little while, just to clear it out if it ever got flooded. Which it got flooded a lot, caused the needle seats staying open. So I'm gonna paint this same color I did the other one at Tecumseh. Gonna paint it gloss black on the head and the whole thing. I want to try something. I'm probably gonna polish this and polish this. Well, because I got a polishing wheel on my dribble. I'm gonna try it. I don't know if it'll work. You can see it's leaking gas. Sort of stinks in here because of that. You can see my shops are wrecked because I've been rushing all night. It's about 8 something at night now. Got homework to do. Never did do it because I fell asleep when I got home. So that'd be it for this video. Please comment, rate, subscribe. I gotta go in the house. See y'all later.